Well, um, goat, I like boobs. Big boobs, small boobs, enormous boobs, tiny boobs. I like boobs. So, to say to say uh, that you are, I can't relate to you not liking freakishly large boobs because I'm like, they're boobs. I mean, they're still They're all boobs are awesome. So it just doesn't click in my mind what size boobs should stop or what size boobs are too small. They're still boobs any way it goes, you know? But I will say that she kind of wasn't being very. She could have been more creative and thought of an actual name. But I have to kind of think that you shouldn't have called her mm, a slut because I just don't like calling people things like that. Um, even when even when they maybe it's just because I have no problem with sluts. It's none of my fucking business. I probably won't. I probably won't touch them, but I would. But it's none of my fucking business what they do when it comes to sexual this or that. It doesn't. It's none of my business, and I'm not going to go around and say, "Oh, you're a slut," or "Oh, you're a barfly." These people, if I mean, if she gets people to pay for her drinks, I mean, that's that's the fault of the people that's paying for her drinks. I mean, you can't really blame her. I mean, if somebody was going to pay for me to have some drinks, I'd probably actually drink a little bit because um because I don't usually get to have that kind of experience. But apparently she does because people will buy her drinks and you know. Um but as for me, I wouldn't call her any of those things. Now, whether or not she was a bit too forward, a bit too sexually minded, yeah, I think that it was probably a bit unhealthy of her. But she was she making advances towards people on the chat room? I mean, or was she just that's all she was talking about? I do feel bad that that's the only thing that she felt she had an accomplishment in. But I think that she was selling herself short is the thing. I can't imagine anyone only having that as an accomplishment. I don't know, but in any case, I I just have to disagree with you calling her a slut and barfly. That seems too hurtful. She didn't seem like she was hurting anybody. I mean, um, she, as much as you might disagree with the way that she's, uh, the sexualization of herself, it's she's not hurting anybody. You know, unless of course she's having sex with people, tons and tons of people, without telling them, I have sex with lots of people, something like that. And but still, still, you need to be more proactive about who you have sex with. It's not just going to be her fault. You know, it's whoever. Uh, so I only have the feeling that someone should be called a slut if they lie to someone about not having sex with lots of people, and um, when in fact they had sex with lots of people and were just trying, you know, and yes, she didn't seem like she was the type to have lied. She's very boastful of the fact that she has lots of people wanting to touch her boobs or something like that. So, I just think that there's no need for that kind of. Uh, I just feel like it's undue aggression towards her, perhaps. Um, well, just let cooler heads prevail. Go, don't, don't get so. It just seemed too aggressive for such a small thing, you know. And just telling her that breasts of that size are just utterly disgusting. I mean, the way that you said it, mm, I felt it could have been worded differently to hurt feelings a little less. You know, you don't say to someone, "Oh, your face is just terribly disgusting," but that's just my opinion. It's just my opinion. You know, you usually I would usually say I'm not very I'm not very attracted to you, but it's just my own preferences. Of course, I I wouldn't have said that ju- just based on a few little bit of knowledge that I had of her, but I definitely would have uh, avoided doing anything with her because you know she did boast about having lots of people touching her, and I just don't trust that. It's not a matter of me thinking that there's anything wrong with her doing that because she's not hurting anyone. Um, it's just my own preference that I get someone who's a little. Uh, I would have to trust someone a lot to be able to do that. It's just a big trust thing for me. I don't even. I don't have any kind of sex at all unless I really trust the person, or or any kind of sexual touching. Nothing like that unless I trust the person. But yes, I guess that's about it. Just well, carry on, go